We found somebody that collects classic British sports cars. Let's take a look.
I think we start off with the oldest one, what they call the big Healeys.
How did you get it in? Just make it like this?
Yeah, so the GT6 was the poor man's E-Type Jaguar.
So hello everybody, the owner of this place is Anthony here, and he's going to talk about all the cars he's got in his collection. So Anthony?
Over to me. Okay,
Yeah.
So I think we start off with the oldest one. This is an MG-TD, 1951. So this car, I bought it in Bangkok, and I put it through about it was just over 2-year restoration period. And what is great about this car was that the previous owner had not used the car for like almost 20 years, which means that it had never been had parts changed on it. Okay, so all of the car is still fully original. So original engine, original gearbox, and it's what they call matching numbers. So that is the number on the chassis or the body in this sense, and the engine and the gearbox is all matching from the factory. So it's all fully original.
That is rare in this country.
Yeah, very rare. So I did change the color. The original color out of the factory was green, a terrible green, unfortunately. Our previous owner had then changed it to like fire engine red. And then I really liked this burgundy and black combination. So when we restored it, I put this on the car. But as you can see here, all the dashes, everything is fully original. It only has a 1250cc engine, so it's not particularly a huge engine, but it runs very well. It's actually a very reliable car, but the problem with this car, as is a lot of these old cars, for a start, it's 4-speed, and the gearing is very low. So even though the engine can actually run quite well and quite quickly, the gearing doesn't really allow the car to go over 60, 70 kilometers an hour, which is probably a good thing because the brakes don't work that well, actually, as in most of these old cars. So we always joke that, it's one thing to make it go faster, but then how to stop it. So of course, is drum brake, is not disc brake. So they do stop the car when you're doing 50 or 60, but if it was doing more than that, you'd struggle. So we say that you don't stop at intersections, you just slow down.
Yeah.
Okay. But otherwise, it's really a fantastic car. It's almost like an automotive art. It's like when you drive it with the timber dash and everything, you do feel like you're driving a piece of art. So very fun car.
We spotted this one.
Yeah.
And it's very cute actually, and it works. Right.
Yeah, so this runs. We designed and built this in the garage. It was designed off, I think it was a 1961 Cooper Maserati. So the original was like a John Cooper Formula 1 car from the 60s that originally had a Maserati engine. Of course, this one doesn't have a Maserati engine. But basically, we just made it from steel tubing. And then steel metal plate that we literally just bent with our hands and put it all together. Has a little Honda 200cc engine with a torque converter, so it operates as like a variable clutch, and then has more or less ATV and go-kart components. So the suspension and the axles generally are ATV, the wheels are ATV, the pedals are go-kart, the disc brakes on the back axle is go-kart sort of technology as well. So it's a combination of those, but all designed by ourselves and built by ourselves, like literally from scratch. So it's just a fun little car to drive around the farm.
Oh yeah, it is. You have another one, but we're gonna get to it later over there. Let's see the next one then.
Okay, so this one is a 1960s Austin A35. The interesting story about this is that back in the 1960s, this was the taxi of the day in Bangkok. So when I have older generation Thai people, particularly those from Bangkok, come to the garage, they will go, "Oh my goodness, I remember this was like the taxi. I remember I used to go to school, you know, in this car and all this sort of thing. So there were quite a few of them around. Obviously, just with age now, they're becoming more and more difficult to come by. But this is a really good example. Again, it's fully original. So original engine, gearbox, most of the interior is all original. I'm not sure if the paint is this original color. It has been repainted, but I'm not sure if it's original.
Where did you find this?
So this one also I found in Bangkok, and then did very little restoration, mainly mechanical restoration on this. So I didn't want to touch the cosmetics because it was very original, but you know, just basically changed everything that was rubber. You know, so all the suspension parts and you know all the gaskets and all that sort of thing in the car. So again, it's only a 950cc four-cylinder engine, but runs really well. It's actually a very nice little car to drive. Yeah, so it's a cute one, you know, and everyone likes, they have these, what they call trafficators, which is the indicators here for the turning signal.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's a switch on the dashboard.
That's
and obviously
cool.
these blink, you know,
Like
when
the
it's
old
turned
Volkswagen.
on. Yeah, exactly. Very similar. Yeah, the same as the Volkswagen. So that's really a cool factor.
It is a cool factor.
Yeah, sometimes this one, if there's an event on, like there's like a chocolate fair or something like that, we'll take this along as one of like the props.
Yeah.
And then we open the back and put all like cocoa trees in it and some chocolate and things like that. Interesting thing with this one is to access this one, this actually acts as the to open it.
Oh, that is
and
cool.
It's got a catch inside, and then you just open it up. So this is the same engine as in the Mini Coopers, because it's also an Austin. So the old Austin Mini, the same engine, the 948cc.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very tiny.
Very tiny, very tiny. Yeah, but it runs well.
So what do we have over here?
Yeah, this is an Austin. So basically, I couldn't afford to buy a Mini, so the next best one was the four-door version of the Mini, which was the Austin 1300. So there's quite a few of these around in Thailand, so it's not too difficult to find. Yeah, quite affordable as well. So this one I paid, I think it was like 90,000 baht for.
19,000?
90.
90?
90,000 baht, and then spent maybe like another 60 to restore it. So it was in reasonable condition, but repainted it, redid the interior a little bit.
Is it original engine?
Original engine, but I've changed the carburetor. So this one has a twin carb on it, which is just make it a little bit more racy. So when we restored this, we wanted to give it a bit of a rally feel. So it still needs to be like fully done, but it's interesting. At least it has air conditioning. This one, unlike a lot of the other ones, because it has a 1300cc engine, so probably the smallest that you could have that would power air conditioning, and the car would still move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look at the bucket seats.
Yeah. So these bucket seats I had recovered. Mm-hmm. So the interior has been upgraded a little bit. And the steering wheel is upgraded, so that's actually the GT steering wheel. MG, this one belongs to a dear friend of mine, so MG sitting for him, 1960s. I think from memory it's a 1600cc, again is all fully original.
Wow.
He's one of those people who just likes everything to be absolutely perfect. And it's one of those cars like you can get in, you turn the key, the thing just starts. Sounds fantastic, drives really well, very drivable car.
It looks good.
Yes.
It looks really good.
Yeah. So this is sort of like the sort of almost the Austin engine after the Mini engines of that era. Then they became this version engine. So very original. Obviously he's repainted it and redone the interior. But otherwise a very comfortable car to drive. You know, the cool thing about this is like there's no door handles.
Yeah.
So you have to use the string inside to unlock the door.
Well, saving money on
Save money, save weight, save everything, you know. So actually, and it actually works really well. So it's quite a cute thing. And then it has the soft top as well, which you can put up, of course. The next one, this is 1956. So it's older than the MGA. So this is a 1956 Austin Healey, what they call 106. Mm-hmm. Okay. So in this range, it was what they call the big Healeys, as opposed to the Sprites, which were the small Healeys. So Austin Healey, interesting thing is that it was made by Austin, and they collaborated with Mr. Healey, Mr. Don Healey.
Yeah.
So their sport car range was called Austin Healey, and their passenger car or saloon car range was just called Austin.
Just plain Austin.
So it's a bit like the AMG version of Benz. This
Yes.
is like the AMG version of Austin, which
Austin.
they call the Austin Healey. Big because, okay, physically it's big, but also because it has a big engine. So this is 2.7 liter. Yeah. Straight six.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So some would call it a truck engine, but it was very well loved because of the fact that it did have a big engine in it, and of course, therefore, had like a quite good performance. It was a heavy car, so it didn't have like outright sporting performance, but in terms of like a Gran Turismo, countryside cruising with plenty of power, this was the one.
Yeah. And these were sold in the US, right?
Yeah. So and this one actually was from the US. Of course, it was built in UK, went to the US.
Yeah.
It was left-hand drive when I got it. So when I restored the car, I actually switched the steering over to the right-hand drive.
All right.
Yeah. Otherwise, the car's fully original, and it's actually like an absolutely beautiful car to drive, worthy of its
this
reputation.
Is very cool. It
Yeah.
leans towards the driver.
Yeah, so this is what they call off-center gearbox. So the stick shift is not in the center, which is normally it's always like that, right? So the original gear shifter was just straight up because you sat there because it was left-hand drive. So it was right here. So when I changed over to this one, it's an original Austin Healey part to have this long and bent steering so that it brings it over close on this side, on the right-hand side, And it works really well. So ergonomics point of view, it works really well.
Yeah, it's close to you when you're shifting.
Yeah.
I really like that shifter. Really quirky stuff.
Funnily enough, the conversion from left-hand drive to right-hand drive was the easiest part of the whole restoration. All the rest was like challenging. Even though the car was actually in very good condition and fully original, but we literally took the whole thing apart. The body was like back to bare metal. Everything was out of it. Redid the whole engine and everything.
So it was in a bad shape.
It wasn't in a bad shape, but when we started the restoration, because it's a very expensive car as well.
Okay.
It's worth to like go the whole way with a restoration.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah. So this one was the twin carb. The later version, the 3000, has a tri-carb. So this was sort of advanced for the age in terms of British cars. It has a 4-speed box, but with overdrive. So essentially it's a 5-speed.
Yeah. This is very cool, this car.
All new electrics. And of course the engine was totally stripped down, all new gaskets, everything.
And who does this kind of work?
This one I had it done in Bangkok with a friend, but it was a period where I just sold my company, and it was during COVID actually that this was being done. So I used to go to his garage every day and spend like 6 or 7 hours at his garage working on this with his guy, redoing it all. Yeah. So I know this car intimately, every nut, every bolt. Yeah. So it was my classic car mechanical apprenticeship project.
Okay. Okay. Is it hard to get parts for it?
The good thing with having, just British cars in the collection is that most of the suppliers are common, and they're all based in the UK, of course.
Yeah.
And they still exist. So like I have the spare parts book and catalog for every car, and you can just order them online.
And
everything.
Today.
Yeah, so you can just order them online, cool. And then the shipping is a bit expensive, and then you have to pay tax on the shipping.
Yeah.
So, but when you're restoring a car, it works out reasonably cost effective because you're buying a lot of parts, and the shipping cost is somewhat fixed, But if you just want like one specific bolt or screw or something, so it ends up a very expensive bolt.
So this is not a Lotus 7, right?
So yeah, so it's based off the Lotus Super 7. So there's two companies in the UK that make a Lotus Super 7, essentially like a replica or design inspired. Caterham and Westfield.
Yeah.
So this is the Westfield one.
So it's not that old, right?
So actually it's a brand new car.
Brand new.
Yeah, it's a brand new car, but uses obviously the design, back of the original Lotus Super 7. So it has a brand new Ford Duratec 2-liter engine, 150 horsepower. The car only weighs about 600 kilo.
Yeah.
So performance is sort of like a Porsche Boxer performance in terms of acceleration and that sort of thing. Great fun car. Had it on the track a couple of times at Buriram. Sort of makes you look good as a driver because the car is more capable than you. So it sort of always makes you look good,
Right.
But
It's made for the tracks, I think, the
yes.
Lotus 7,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. So it's quite a comfortable car to drive, actually.
How did you get it in?
So this one we imported it as parts and assembled it. Yeah, and we paid all the tax and everything, so that's okay. But is not road registered. Okay, so it's okay for the
Just
track,
racing.
and it's here, and it's
I
all sort of
see.
legal in that sense, but it's not legal if we put it on the road.
Got it.
So
okay.
when we race it, we just put it on the truck and slide it to the circuit anyway. So.
Yeah. And here we got a Royal Enfield, I guess?
Yeah, Royal Enfield. This is a 500cc classic. This is not a particularly old model. It's, I think, about 7 years old, the bike, but it's done in the classic shape, so it looks older than it is. Normally, this will have a sidecar on it, but we're just doing a little bit of work, so the sidecar is out the back, but it has a sidecar that we designed and had made for it.
But
So it's a
you can
nice one.
still buy Enfields in Thailand, if I'm
Yeah. So
correct.
I think they're actually made in Thailand now. So originally they were from India. Well, originally they were from UK and then India.
Yeah.
And now here. So relatively common bike. It's sort of I don't want to say like a cheaper version of a Triumph sort of thing. So I wanted to have one bike with the sidecar in the collection. So this was the one. And then we had it custom. So we chose the color, resprayed it all, made it like a little bit fancy.
And we have not a
one.
Morgan.
Yeah, so this is a Morgan replica. Was built by a British guy based in Chiang Mai as a project that he wanted to basically teach himself more about metal forming and metal shaping.
Yeah.
So he built this, and then
It looks cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. It doesn't run, so
Oh, it doesn't.
it's only about like 80% done, and that's for legal reasons that we decided that it's more just garage art, so it's just for show. It doesn't run. But the body is all fully custom.
Could have been.
Yeah,
run.
if it kept going, it could have been made to run.
Okay.
Yeah. The whole front end, including the engine, is from a Citroen 2CV.
Ah,
Okay.
all right.
Yep. So a lot of people come in and go, oh, it's a BMW Boxer or something.
No,
or,
it's not.
But no, it's actually a Citroen 2CV engine.
And what was the Morgan's original engine? It was not
It was a
GAP, no?
I can't remember now, but it was like I think it was like the Harley.
It was Harley, right?
Harley ones, yeah, which is I
Harley.
think a standard or something, or I can't remember now exactly, but yeah, I think it was like the Harley engines. But three-wheeler, so it's cute, and we let people like to take pictures with it and things like that.